We wanted to win the game first and foremost. We wanted to play well second, and ideally we wanted to be in a game where we can get a lot of young guys experience. So there were some details that were good and bad throughout the game, but I think we accomplished all three of those things.
How good was it to see, you have Wazoo New in there at quarterback and Boone Central at running back, to get all those Nebraska kids in the fourth quarter on offense and defense? How good did that feel for you?
Yeah, those are the type of kids that I played with, type of guys that make up the fabric of this program. We want more of them. We want more of them contributing, but anytime one of those kids out there, it's a little extra special to me.
Right out of the box, you guys just marched right down the field and scored, and then the punt return, obviously. How important was it for you on a game like this to not let down, to put the pedal to the metal, so to speak?
It was real important considering how we approached practice this week, letting the guys rest and recover on Monday, really light practice on Tuesday. It's easy to not come in prepared to play, and I thought, at least at the start of the game, the guys were really dialed in and ready to go, and that set the stage for the rest of the things that we wanted to accomplish in the game, which was getting some other guys in and then finishing it off.
Your defense forced some timely turnovers kind of early in the game when it mattered. Pate got a pick, Deontay got a pick in this game. What did you like about just seeing those guys come up with some plays when you guys needed to play there?
Yeah, those are great. Turnovers are great. That's one of the areas that we've been lacking. We got to create turnovers. We get the offense the ball back. It's good to see those in this game. I hope they carry over into some of the other games that we have the rest of the year.
Okay, like similar question maybe go with JD and the punt return. Is there something that happened on that play that you can sort of take forward or hope you can?
Yeah, we blocked everybody on that play. No, our special teams need to get better too, and I think they have been improving, but a few special teams plays probably cost us a couple games this year, and it was good to see us finally get one on special teams. You score on defense or special teams, you're going to win most games, and we haven't had one yet, so it was good to see us break the ice.
In a game like this, how big a deal is it when guys like JD and Stanley, they kind of set the tone right off the bat, it felt like, in that game?
Well, we needed that to happen. We needed to go out and get the game secured early. I've said it a bunch. 12 weeks in a row is a long time. 13 weeks of practice in a row is a long time without any break. And it isn't just the physical; it's the grind of it, and it takes a toll on you emotionally, especially this season, what these guys have been through. So we needed a break. We didn't get one. Physically, it was important for us to put the game away so the guys could play 30, 35, 40 snaps and be done. And I think that's going to help us down the stretch with the last four.
Did you sense there was a motivation, too, from the starters to let the guys who are their brothers play, get some snaps, maybe like when you were a player you wanted to do?
Absolutely. I think they knew if they went out and took care of business that some of those other guys would get some reps. Then you got, Jarzinka making sacks and the guys going crazy, and some other guys out there making plays that haven't gotten a chance to yet. So, that kind of feeling of team and camaraderie has really grown over the course of this year, and it was exciting to see the old guys that excited for the guys that hadn't played much. What?
How did you think Noah played today?
I've seen Noah in practice for a long time. I know how good a player he is. There's some things that I think he could have done better that some of the guys around him, we made too many mistakes when those other guys were in there. But it was good to see him get in the end zone. I know growing up around here, when I was little, that's all I could think about was scoring as a Husker, and it's been kind of a weird path for him to get there, but it was great to see him dive into the end zone in Memorial Stadium.
What went into putting him in the game today versus?
Simply, he hadn't played yet this year. Bunchy's gotten a shot this year. I think both guys are capable. Both guys are great guys. Noah's been practicing really well, and I know how good a player he can be, and he already is. So we thought it was time to give him a shot and let him get his run out there.
You feel like JoJo Doman is going to have a big role on the defense down the stretch, and you started giving him back toward healthy?
Yeah, JoJo's a guy that every time we've been ready to give him an extended role, he's had a little health issue this year. I've kind of felt bad for him, but he's good enough to play for us at safety. He's playing a little nickel Sam linebacker for us. So we need more guys and more depth and guys that are capable of making plays. And I saw JoJo make a few out there today.
Second game in a row where you guys are playing pretty clean, especially in this. You see that up in the depth chart. What kind of habits are you seeing during the week that help contribute to that?
Well, we're making fewer mistakes. There's still one, 15-yard penalty. I don't know what that is yet. We got to get that cleaned up. Having officials at practice, I think, has helped, so the guys understand and don't practice bad habits. But more than anything, just the standards of the team have gone up, and the expectations among the players for what's acceptable and what's not have gotten better, and that's led to fewer penalties.
Most of the time on a bye week, obviously you have a little bit of time to look at someone who's 2 weeks out. Did you get any preliminary work done on Ohio State yet?
We've gotten a little. Some of the coaches have gotten quite a bit. I think the only people, in my experience, that shouldn't really look ahead are the play callers on both sides, because you don't want to get your wires crossed thinking about one team and calling the play for a different team. That doesn't always happen, but you just got to be careful. Any game we go into, we're going to go into with 100% of our focus to make sure we can do the best we can in the game. But I think quite a few coaches have gotten a look at them, and we'll get a good game plan ready tomorrow.
How much more equipped are you to play a team like that now than maybe you were to play Michigan 4 or 5 years ago?
We'll find out. I hope quite a bit more. I think we're a more disciplined team. I think we're a more efficient team right now. Hopefully, with the last 2 wins, making a little more of a confident team. So we got to go on the road to a tough place, play a really good team that's going to be ticked off and had 2 weeks to practice since their last game that didn't go well for them. So we know what we're in for. We're going to get their best shot, and we got to do everything we can to give them ours.
Are they comparable in quality and coaching to that Michigan team you guys faced?
I don't want to compare 2 teams in our league. We're going to play them both.
You were familiar with Bethune-Cookman from your time in Central Florida. How important was it for Nebraska to open its arms and have them come here and play a game, considering everything that's going on with that school?
I'm appreciative of them for coming. I think it was great for both teams. It was the type of game that we needed. I'm sure the amount of money we're paying for them to come up is something they needed. I think both teams got out of the game really healthy, which is what both coaches wanted. And I think it was a win-win for everybody. Would have loved to see their band. I'm a fan of that, but I'm a bigger fan of Nebraska's band. So those are good people that we just played, and I think they had a good experience, and I'm glad it happened the way it did.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.